Bearpop Comics at the Ocean City Comic Book event in Ocean City, New Jersey. I met my friend John Lai. I'm visiting his comic shop and I'm trying to pick up some books.
Doing research on what? Michael! My brother, I appreciate it. Do you mind? Can I get a quick video of us? I'll tell you, everybody, I am blessed to meet my buddy, Michael Downing. By the way, Michael is a great musician as well, but he follows me on the YouTube channel. I'm just so glad and honored that he comes and visited me. So, everybody, say hi to Michael.
He's got some good books in his shop. I mean, the shop.
Thank you.
The Vincent Bearpop Comics.
That's all right. Thank you, my friend.
This is Michael T. Downing of Bearpop Comics, also of the Kickback Lounge. The music that you hear underneath is from the Kickback Lounge and is produced by me. If you ever are looking for music for your channel, background music, contact me on the Kickback Lounge. Leave me an email. I will have a link in the description. Okay, today I have some Marvel and some DC, and I did an amazing comic book hunt today on the Ocean City Boardwalk. It was a comic convention there. We have it every year. And I got some great books from John Lai, the comic guy. That's John L-A-I, the comic guy. He has a page here also on YouTube, so check him out. And I thought I took his sticker with me, but obviously I didn't. And I have some stuff from, I would like to see Malelli, Matron Comics and Cards, and he was at the convention too, so I got some books from him. So as I'm holding this up, copy that number and that email address if you'd like to get some books from him. I will also be doing the same. And I will get into this haul. Just give me a minute. I need to get this glare off this camera. Sometimes I do a little too much lighting in here, and sometimes you don't need all that lighting. It's a bit much. We still have a glare, so hold on, stand by, and I think I know where it is coming from. In the meantime, take a look at that stack. I got plenty to show you. There's a lot of books. I have a lot of books today. Okay, so we'll put this down a little bit. It's a little better. Okay. So, some of the stuff I'm going to show you is from things that I've picked up maybe the week before last, but some of the stuff I'm showing you from today. So these things will be posting on the Bearpop Comics site, and as I always say, the character in the middle is mine, and I'm also working on some comic stuff myself. Those are books that I sold in the round part of the logo. Okay, so let's get to these books here. Let's move this out of the way. So we have a lot of Marvel right now. Let me know if that's a little too dark. Let me know in the description. I want to make sure you guys see what's going on. So we have Children of the Atom number 4. I had number 1. I don't know where number 1 went. I'm going to take this off because I think it is too dark, and I don't want anybody squinting to see the comics. So that is Children of the Atom. This is number 4. We have Vision and the Scarlet Witch. This is I want to say Copper Age. I think this came out in the 80s. This may be 81 or 82. So Vision and the Scarlet Witch, and it's part 3. I think it's a 5-part series. I don't have them all. I ran up into this one. So this was good to get this one. Okay, this one is a reprint of a classic X-Men that came out in the late 90s. No, sorry, the early 90s. Let me correct myself. This is the classic reprint of X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 266. And this is where Gambit was introduced. So this book, the original book, it goes for some bucks. I don't know. This might even have a little value to it also. But I picked it up because the original book is a little hard to cop. All right. This one here is Xfinity War. The Xfinity War, number 5. And this happened after the, what was the original one that I have with the war they had with the gauntlet and everything. Oh, I can't think of it right now. But this came after that big war they had with Thanos. It's probably going to come to me after I take this book down. But at any rate, this was a continuation of that. And we have X Factor number 6. I think this is the modern run from him. From X Factor. This is a Hulk, the Incredible Hulk from '85, where he takes on all the bi-coastal Avengers, which is basically West Coast Avengers and maybe a couple of the regular crew thrown in. This is a Daredevil, Man Without Fear, which the series is fire if anybody's watching it. The title of this was Humanity's Phantoms. Okay, and this is part 5 of 5. I'm going to sell this book, but there is some slight imperfections on it. It is slightly disattached. You can't see it here. So I haven't figured out how I'm going to sell it. The pages are good, but I try not to sell anything that's too damaged. This is the classic reboot of Luke Cage in the early 90s. This is issue number 1. I was really hoping when they had the series that they would have even visited some of the characters from this run too if the series had continued to go on, but it didn't. However, I don't know if this is worth a lot of money. I don't think it is, but I think one day it will be. If they continue with Luke Cage and they're bringing them back in the Disney programming now, because it's talk of the Defenders, the Marvel Universe Defenders. Basically the ones that were on Disney. Not to be confused with the original Defenders run, which I'm going to show you a little bit later. This was Captain America Reborn. This was, I want to say 2010, 2012. This was a hot book at one time. This is number 1 of a 5-part limited series. This is not to be confused with the new movie that's out. This is Steve Rogers Captain America. This is from a line that came out with Marvel called Marvel Tech. Didn't last too long, but they took the character Adam Warlock and kind of, updated him or whatever. I like the cover. As far as the book, I've never read it, but it may be a demand for it somewhere. And this one is Xfinity. I'm sorry, I'm saying like the cable company. Excuse me. Infinity, part 2 of 6. This was the Infinity War that led to the whole reboot again of the Marvel Universe in the late 2020s, and it erupted into Battle World and all that kind of stuff. But you can find some of these books around. I'll be posting this also too on my eBay site. Everything you see here eventually will be posted on the eBay site. So I'm going to go through a little bit of DC today also. This was the pickup I got from the Boardwalk. Oh, I'm sorry. I got stickers all over this thing. We're not going to peel that off right now. So let's just take it out the package for a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got All-Star Squadron, and that is number 44. I want to say maybe late 90s or maybe early 90s, somewhere around there. So that's DC there. Got some more DC. Let's leave this up here. I think it'll be good. If it falls down, we'll take it down. Let's leave this up. Let's see what we can do here. We have DC's Legion of Superheroes. I've never seen this one before. It's by DC Metropolis SGU, it looks like. And it seems like it has Superman in it. SCU, Metropolis SCU, some kind of special, I guess, superhero crime unit. I don't know. Never read it, so I just got it today because it looked interesting. And on the back, we have a Superman Action Comics, a little modern one, a little more of a modern one. And the title of that story is Lies. I haven't read it, but I will be posting it. Remember, I'm not a huge DC fan, but I do like Batman, which he is coming up next. We have Batman Detective Comics 672. And on the other side of that, we have Batman 520, regular Batman 520. Okay, we will take these down. Put these over here, because I'm going to be going through a lot of books. So I'm going to try to move as fast as I can. So excuse me if I get a little long-winded. If I do, hey, I'm going to edit it out because we need to get through some stacks. I got a lot of stuff today. All right. So now we're going to go to a little bit more DC, which is this is part of the pile I picked up today. This is the reboot of Hardware, and he's a black superhero from the DC Milestone comics run. I have his graphic novel. It's a really good book. Support Afro-American heroes, superheroes. It's just really good to, for the diversity of the comic culture. I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, and we have Detective Comics 822 and 821. I should have showed you that one first. I had sold these some years ago, and they went pretty fast. I think it has to do with the artist on the front of the cover and the black and white theme. Because if you check out this other one, it has a crime noir black and white type look, so that gets a lot of attention. It's very different cover for Batman. Okay, now in this pack I have Batman Eternals. So I have number 46, number 49. It jumped, so I'm gonna have to sell it as a mixed lot unless I can get the rest of them. That one, I take this out. Number 50. I like that cover. It's pretty cool. And we have number 51. Okay, that's for the Batman. Stand by while I just throw these bad boys back into the package, because I'll have to do it later if I don't. And I don't know if I feel like doing it later. So let's do this now. Okay. Moving right along. We have from DC, Justice League number 31. I don't know who this villain is, but I really like this cover. So I got it for dirt cheap. Y'all got it as I was leaving the convention, so it was fantastic. And so we have on the back one is 33. I believe 32 is in the middle of here. And this is a Dark Knight metal tie-in. That's where the Joker that laughs came in later on. I would show you that. I have those books too, but that's not going to be in this particular video because that's packed away in the box. So what I have also in the bag is This was Justice League 32. Really like that cover. Really like that cover. They did a good job on that. And that's another Dark Knight Metal tie-in. Okay. To the side, we still got more DC to go through. I'm going to try to keep this video down to at least 20 to 25 minutes. So excuse me if I move pretty fast. This was DC. Let's see if I ain't got nothing in the back. DC Nation, 3 all-new stories for only 25 cents. So this is a collector's item. What can I say? Looks like you got Wonder Woman in here, the Joker, so Batman can't be far, and Superman. Some special stories here, and it was a special issue, so we'll be having that. Let's pull this up a little closer. I don't want to have you guys getting whiplash looking that long. Back, I found Black Lightning #1. This must have been a modern run, probably around the time that the show came out, or maybe a little bit before. But what's crazy about this uniform, it reminds me of the Captain Marvel from Marvel Comics, not the female one. For all my older comic heads that knows the original Captain Marvel, the guy, and the color scheme looks like Captain Marvel. I almost thought it was him for a minute, from Marvel Comics, not the Shazam one, and not Miss Marvel, or that was turned into Captain Marvel. Anyway, we found another DC Batman goodness, but the only problem with this has some water damage, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to sell this. Depends on the value of it. And it is Detective Comics 617. Real cool cover, kind of trippy kind of look. I thought it was Scarecrow messing with him with the fear gas, but it looks like the Joker. Hey, go figure. And we have Batman 492. I don't know who this artist is, but I like his art. It's one of these guys on here. Y'all can leave it in the description if you know him. But I've always seen his art. I just never remembered his name. But he's got like a real different flowy style to what he does. And I was looking for this Batman for a long time, and I ran into it today. It's a real creepy cover. So when you see this stuff, Scarecrow's involved. Sorry about the tag on here, but this is number 10 from the new 52. I'm going to take it off this package so you can get a better look at it, because I don't like that big sticker on there. So, this is the full cover. I would say it's in good condition. It's got a couple of spine ticks there and, whatever, but it's a good seller's copy, and yeah, I still could push it. This would probably get a lot of traffic. The cover is very creepy though. Ooh. But I remember seeing it in a comic book store. I came back to see what it was about, and it was gone. So that was some years ago this one came out. So I got it now. Maybe I'll read it before I flip it, Okay, so that's DC. Now we're going to get into the special stuff. And I told you I like Marvel Bronze Age books. So Bronze Age is everything pretty much from the 70s. I think the 60s, maybe it's part of the 60s, late part of the 60s, going into the 70s, So this was a steal, and I'm not going to share this price, but I think my good brother John Lai, the comic guy, I got it from him, and as I said, it was a steal. It's in excellent condition. This might be the second to third appearance of Bullseye, which he's in the new Daredevil series if you check it out. But this book may go for something online, because early appearances of Bullseye are can get very pricey. So I was very, very happy to get this book. I had some more bronze. Oh, here we go, because I don't want to mix these up. So another favorite bronze comic, Marvel superheroes, and they reprinted classic stories of the Hulk and Submariner. And on this cover, the Hulk is taking on Hercules, Marvel's Hercules, which was supposed to be in the new Thor movie whenever they decide to put it out. So I'm lean it up a little bit if you guys can see it. Yeah, but this may get a little attention on online too. Now, earlier I mentioned about the Defenders, the original Defenders. And if you watch the series on Disney, it had Luke Cage, Iron Fist, what's her name? Wow, her name won't come to me. The girl that's with them, that is in the Alias comic run from Marvel. And it had someone else in there too. I believe they had Colleen Wing with them, or something like that. Anyway, that particular run, Jessica Jones, that's what it was. So that particular storyline of the Defenders, that's a newer version for television. The original Defenders looked like this. And it started out with the Hulk, Doctor Strange, and actually it was the Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Submariner. And then Nighthawk, the character that you see right here, came aboard. Then they had Valkyrie, and from time to time, Silver Surfer was in it. And at one time, Luke Cage was helping out the Defenders, what I just showed you. And here's another good Defenders pickup. These are bronze books. These are 70s books. How do they call their names? The Badoon. This was an alien race that took on the Silver Surfer back in the day. Then I found these gems right here. The classic Battle in the Defenders. This was 77. With Wonder Man taking on Moon Knight. Moon Knight was in the Defenders. There's Valkyrie in her new costume, and there's Hellcat down at the bottom. They had quite a few women in here too, back and forth. And I'll always find this book and wind up selling it, find it again and sell it. This one was a little beat up, but it's still a good copy. And it has Scorpio in the background. He is a villain, not the Scorpion that fought Spider-Man back in the day. This Scorpio is the ringleader of Zodiac. It's a superhuman crime cartel, and they were in the original run of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then they, took on various superheroes. So this was a good book. And I found, wow, these two classics. The Defenders 50th issue, which is a continuation of that story. I'm missing 49. And on the back of it was when it picked up from that storyline to this one, where they took on the Ringer. And I thought that character, that villain, the Ringer, was so cool when I was a kid. It just was something about his powers and everything. So when I seen the book, I said, wow, another book that I got rid of when I was a kid. Okay, we're moving right along because I am getting very winded and I'm talking a lot. I don't want to go too far because this video will be too long. I think that was it for the bronze. And then to cover it, we're going to have to continue this video a little later if I run out of time. I got Black Panther. This was that classic era. I think Reginald Hudlin was writing for it. And they took some of this stuff from this comic run for the Black Panther movies. And that is Killmonger looking super fierce up in that piece. He looks kind of scarier. And along with that, I got the Avengers number 2 of a 4-part limited series, the Terminatrix Objective. I had number 1. I sold that a minute ago. And I have a classic West Coast Avengers Annual, Atlantis Attacks, 64 pages. I've seen that one online, so that might do a little business too. I also have this gem right here, Scarlet Spider number 1. Well, 12.1. I don't know. Anyway, Scarlet Spider, the Spider clone, one of the Spider clones. I heard it was a good book, so I caught it. Okay, along with that, we keep moving because I'm running close out of time. I got a couple of indie books. This was Shy and Psyblade. So it's, I believe it's a combination of, it might be Image might be involved in this one too. I'm not sure, but cover's cool. And with that, I have the Red Sonja number 0. And I managed also to pull up another West Coast Avengers number 76. And I picked up Doctor Strange 39. Also, once again, more West Coast Avengers from their original limited series. Number 3. This was when they first came out, the first run of them. All right, we moved them off. We're still moving fast, guys, because I'm running tight on time. Looks like we're going to run up to 30 minutes. I got the House of X. Ooh, Lord. I don't know which number. Issue 4 of 6. So this is a limited series. Good art. Keep grabbing all these limited series. I got to finish them. Long Shot. This was number 5 in a 6-issue limited series. Reprint of the classic last issue of Power Man from the 70s before Iron Fist and Power Man teamed up. So Marvel Knights, I guess that line reprinted it. But in the book, it's the classic last issue of Power Man before they did Power Man and Iron Fist. We have Ultimate Origins. It looks like it's the Hulk's on here. I got this one of Avengers. I snatched it up, but Rob Liefeld, that was that time period. He could get away with a whole lot of stuff. I'm not crazy about that picture of the Hulk, but hey, we'll see what happens. It was valued at $8, maybe because that unique art of his. And I'm not a Rob Liefeld hater. It just some of his stuff I didn't really care for. So I got some classic Thors from the, I want to say the early 90s. And this one has Walt Simonson's art, so that one's definitely should go for a lot. Or something good. I found this Ultimate X-Men. Would take it out the package, but I'm running tight on time. Found another X-Men Unlimited gem. This is a very thick book, so all this stuff is going to get posted. And we found Astonishing X-Men, and that is number 1. This was a good run here, good series, and a X-Men with Shang-Chi in there. It's another book that I sold and I was looking for and actually wound up getting it again. Will I keep it? Probably not. Because, I like to hustle the books. There's a Spider-Man 100-page monster. This looks good. I think I had this before too. And now we have my boy Wolverine. Number 63. 117. And out of order. 73. Oh, I got another Wolverine too. This one is Wolverine 83. 83. That's 83. So I found a lot of X-Men when I was over there too. And The Seduction of an X-Men as an annual. It's a little beat up. Might lose a reader's copy. Moving quickly. This is the Peter Parker Spider-Man And this was a classic rebattle with him and the Green Goblin in the early 2000s. X Factor annual number. I can't even tell you which number it is. It looks like 6 from 1991. Okay, let's just take a good guess right there. And we have another Thor from 82. Journey into Mystery, The Lost Gods 511. That's basically a Thor book. And last but not least, we have Dark Hawk. So that was the incredible haul that I got today. A lot of good stuff that I'm going to be posting. And I'll be keeping you guys informed because I have still a lot more books for you to see. So this is Mike Downing from Bearpop Comics. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.